Come on in, y'all. Hit that like. Hit that like, baby. Y'all hear echo? Get that likes up, y'all. Get the likes up. Hold on. Yeah. Come on in. Come on in. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Come on. What? 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 Hey. What? 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 Come on now. Yeah. Get them likes up. What? What? Get them likes up. What? What? Get them likes up. What? What? Get them likes up. Woo! Hey! Come on, y'all. We about to get it started. We about to have a phenomenal show tonight. And we coming in later on tonight. Yeah. Party crashes. We up in this thing. Come on. Come on. All right. Get them likes up. What? What? Get them likes up. What? What? Come on, y'all. We can do better than like with the likes. How are y'all doing? What's going on? Okay, I'm having a good old day, and I just want to say shout out to all my real ones. If you guys can hear me live on the mic today, press that 1. Okay, let's make sure you guys can hear me. How you doing? How you doing? Okay. How y'all doing, baby? Hey, Denise. What's up, Stevie? Shout out to all my moderators up in the building. What's up, y'all? We got a lot of more stuff to talk about. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Stuff is hitting the news about your boy Shannon Sharpe. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeed. Let me take these glasses off. All right. Okay. Yeah, she's here. She's here. Yeah. Yeah, we are here, baby. How y'all doing? I'm glad that you guys are here. Make sure you guys, when you guys come in, make sure you hit that like button, okay? Now, we have to talk about 3 people on the board. Shannon Sharpe, third accuser, is coming out. Now, this is sad. And I told you, see, a lot of y'all thought it was just going to be one girl that's coming out. It's never just one. I mean, Shannon Sharpe with Snow Bunnies, he treat them like Lay's chips. You just can't have one, okay? And trust me, with my behind, honey, I can't have one. Can y'all ever have one Lay's chips? Man, I empty out the whole bag, okay? Them chips be buzzing, especially the barbecue honey sweet. Girl, shut your mouth, okay? Yeah. So he has many accusers that are coming out the woodworks now. And the new one today came out is Michelle. Michelle was in a whole relationship with Shannon Sharpe. Now, Shannon Sharpe is speaking out, and he is saying, don't believe the hype. They are trying to paint the accuser, Michelle, as a crazy person. Shannon people, and I tell you both sides. Michelle is saying that Shannon Sharpe SA'd her, and he also put his big black hands around her neck and did a lot of nefarious things to her and paid her to hush her mouth to keep her silent. We've also talked about in the workplace at Fox News, he was accused about doing the same thing with another young white lady. And now we have this 19-year-old white lady that is coming up that is saying, yes, Shannon, he is on those demon times, okay? So Shannon Sharpe and his attorney, they're clapping back, and they said, don't believe the hype. They said, Michelle is crazy, okay? They said that Michelle was trying to unalive her husband to be with Shannon Sharpe. And if that is true, what that got to do with Shannon Sharpe essaying her? I mean, two things can be true at the same time. Just because she tried to unalive her husband doesn't mean that Shannon did not do what she said Shannon did. Okay. And if she was, because they are painting her, she's so obsessive with Shannon. Shannon is the one that likes to stalk. Shannon likes to be into a lot of nefarious things. And it just goes to show the type of women that Shannon is into. And it goes to show you he don't have good judgment and he don't have discernment. You know, people are saying, well, Shannon was targeted. If that is so, he made himself an easy target and the nefarious things that he's into. Okay. And it's just sick. If I hear Big Black again, yeah, with his big black hands. So I do have the notes to talk about that. Puff Daddy. I don't know if you guys have heard recently that he has rejected the plea deal. Why would he do that? And the people are saying the lawyers that's behind Diddy and the lawyers that's behind Shannon Sharpe, it does them no justice because they're leading them astray. They making them look crazy. So Diddy, he rejected a plea deal, which means you guys remember that Cassie tape? Press 1 if you guys remember the Cassie tape where Diddy put hands on Cassie and we saw that whole video. Remember, they was not going to put it a part of the trial, right? But because Diddy rejected the plea deal, now they can add that video into the trial. So that is horrible because nobody is going to see Diddy as innocent when they saw that video of how Diddy was putting hands on Cassie, how he was dragging her up and down. And so many people in the Black community was trying to make an excuse. And then you had Kanye West coming out talking about free Diddy right after that. So it just shows you a lot of these kings in the Black community, they don't have good judgment and they do not care about pedos. Okay, R. Kelly, they do not care about grown men touching on kids. And it shows they don't care about that. They don't care about men hitting on these women. They don't care about that. Okay. But good thing the people that's going to be on the jury is not going to be all Black. Okay. Hell, we're going to get some real people up there that's going to see the evilness and call it out and get him out of there. So we have to talk about that. And another thing, I don't know if y'all been hearing about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. It is getting real nasty in these streets. They said Megan Thee Stallion came out with a song. Mind you, it was another girl that came out and she said Megan is stealing her song. I don't know about that. She said Megan people hit her up and was trying to work with her, but because the girl had a bad reputation, Megan Thee Stallion team decided not to work with her. Then Megan went on to do the song, and it sounds just like that. Okay, now people are saying they're listening to the lyrics of Megan Thee Stallion new song that's just out, and they said she's coming for Cardi B. She's calling Cardi B disloyal. Okay, now I don't know what's that all about, but we got to get into it. Okay, what are y'all in the pack for? Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, why do y'all need each other to succeed? Hell, Megan Thee Stallion, ain't you with Jay-Z and Rock Nation? What are they doing for her lately? I don't know, but all I hear is Rock Nation and Jay-Z is into a whole bunch of legal stuff, and it's just a mess. I think Megan Thee Stallion was more popping before she got with all these other entities. I mean, just when you think of Megan Thee Stallion, you think of Tory Lanez. You think of butt shaking, you know what I mean? And they said the girl can rap good, but honey, you know who I was just listening to? Press 1 if y'all want to know who I was listening to. I was just listening to this girl named Rolo Mills. So y'all know who Rolo is? A yellow, some shit like that. She gangster with it, okay? I'm enjoying her. Yeah, she's real raw and thorough with it. So I do want to, oh, excuse me. I do want to go through these notes. I want to start off with Shannon Sharpe first. Notes here, Shannon Sharpe ex Michelle. So he's been in a relationship with Michelle for quite some time. And if you guys have some more stuff you guys want to add to it, make sure you guys hit that link at the top to come up here so I can hear your commentary on it, okay? So this new accuser, her name is Michelle, and it's Shannon Sharpe ex-girlfriend. So these individuals, they were in a whole relationship together. Shannon Sharpe trusted her to be in a relationship with her. So why didn't he vet her? I mean, when you're a high profile person, you should vet anybody that's close around your circle. But I guess when you're into nefarious things and you're doing horrible stuff, you got to get with people that don't have high standards or high morals. Because let's just be honest, can Shannon Sharpe be himself around a woman that is classy, that a woman that has high values and high morals? That's not going to work for Shannon Sharpe because he's into a lot of dark, nefarious humiliation rituals. I want to know. Press one if you feel like Shannon Sharpe. I would be happy with a woman with high morals. Press 5 if you feel like, hell no, he's not going to be happy there. He's going to cheat with her because he's into a lot of nefarious things. He should have got some therapy and got help from all the nefarious stuff he's into, especially when he's want to be in the limelight, and he's working for Disney. So they also says giving a bombshell interview with Tasha K. What? I can't wait till she make that public. Michelle, Shannon Sharpe ex-girlfriend, did a bombshell interview with Tasha K. I heard clips, and Michelle says that Shannon Sharpe, he loves to get doggy style, and he don't want one finger. He don't want two. He want to get 3 fingers dirty, okay? He wants you to go in the back door and get it dirty. Now I want to know, Shannon, do you prefer nails or no? Did she have to cut the nails off for the guys that like that stuff? I wonder. Do you like the girls that have nails? I mean, goddamn, can you imagine? You a girl and you sticking your hand in that donut and you got shit all in your goddamn nails. You got shit residue all in your damn nails, man. Okay. This is honest truth. This is what he's into. He's into butt plugs and all that. Ray J even told me that. Ray J said he's into butt plugs. Okay. And oh God. And I be wondering if he's into butt plugs when he talking on that show. Do he have one of them up inside him? Because he be sitting like he got something in him. You know what I mean? He be sitting and talking in his posture like he got something in there. And I also feel that someone that like to humiliate others, they also like to get humiliated too, And sometimes I would not be surprised if he's on the air with a plug up there while he's talking, taking a pain. You know what I mean? This is some funny shit. It's so sad. You gotta laugh about it to keep from crying about it. Because, when you think about the seriousness of it and how his kids are affected, you got your daddy that's out here on doggy style with all these plugs and how he does nefarious things with these young girls and how he targets little girls. And it's like, how long has he been targeting little girls? When Shannon was 25, was he targeting little girls? When he was 20, did he target little girls? Was he 17? Was he targeting little girls? I mean, how long have he had a fetish for being with people that is half his age? When does it start? Does it start when he's 12? Like Kanye West? Kanye West says that when he was in his young teens, he was messing around with his cousin that was 6 years old, So a lot of times it starts young. And I was thinking about Dwight Howard. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but his son, by Royce, was allegedly, doing some nefarious things with another younger boy. And the younger boy, spoke out about it, and it was so nasty and embarrassing. So I definitely feel like these nefarious things that Shannon Sharpe has picked up has been with him for a long time. I don't think it's something that's just came out the woodworks yesterday. And I want to know, what do you guys think? A person that have this nefarious thing for being with a person that's half their age, what age do you think it starts? Do you think it starts in childhood? Or do you guys think it starts like, I don't know, when they're 20, 25, 30? What do you guys think? I say, okay, press one if you feel like it starts under 18. Press two if you feel like it starts, between 18 and 30. When does this start? When you start looking at that like that. So moving on, let's see what you guys are saying. Let's get the likes up, you guys. Come on, let's get the likes up. We can do better with the likes. Y'all know I need them likes, okay? I really need the likes. The likes really help with the algorithm and stuff like that. And you guys know when I come in around 8 o'clock, I'm competing with everybody else, okay? So I really need y'all to root in at 8 o'clock so we can get the likes up, y'all. Shout out Celebrity Scandalous. Glad to see you are here. Yes, I see my honey girl. Hey, kiss, kiss. How you doing, baby? Okay. They say 20 years old is not a child. It's not a child, but if you're 20 years old and you're looking at a 10-year-old, don't you think that's an issue? What do you guys think? Do you guys think a 20-year-old looking at a 10-year-old, do you guys think that's a big issue? Boss Dog, press 7 if you feel like that is a huge issue. Press 9 if you're like Boss Dog and he says if you're 20 years old, it's not a big deal. If you're looking at a 10-year-old, that is gross. But that's when it starts, because we know a lot of these kids that's 8, 9, 10 years old, they are getting preyed on by 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 22 years olds. So those individuals that are preying on, these kids when they're 19 and they're 8, 7, those 19-year-old, 20-year-old men that's looking at these little girls like that, do you guys think eventually it fades out for them and then they stop looking at young people like that? Or do you guys think that for those individuals, they carry it on into their later years? Press 10 if they carry it on to their later years. Press 4 if you feel like, no, a 19-year-old that's into an 8-year-old, usually it will phase out by the time they get to 30. I think they always gonna be like that. Hell yeah. Yeah. And I think that's what we're dealing with when it comes to who? Shannon Sharpe. Gee, did you see the drug dealer baby in the Netflix movie? No, we're not on that. Stay on topic, Lee. Stay on topic, Lee. Let's not be distracted. Bang at 17 when I was 21. 10-year-old from the cradle to the grave. All right. So getting back to my notes. It says she went on Tasha K. She accused him of SA and emotional abuse, repeating claims from ongoing lawsuit 2023. So she has fought a lawsuit for him. And that's something, if a lot of you guys have been in horrible relationships, right? But when your partner decides to do a lawsuit, it's really serious. And during this time, Shannon Sharpe, he was liked and loved by everyone. So going against a titan that is backed by Fox, and you guys know Fox got so much money, Disney got so much money. No wonder nobody really saw her lawsuit, because Disney and Fox, they saw Shannon Sharpe as their child. And I don't know if you guys know, do you guys know any parents that are very protective over their child? Even when their child is doing nefarious things, they're going to still root for their child, right? Press 1 if you guys know parents like that. Press 4 if you guys don't. Well, let me tell you, these parents out here, their child can do horrible stuff. A child be a bully. They still going to baby their child, and they still going to protect their child and lie for their child. And they don't want their child to get in no trouble. Well, that is how Fox News and Disney were back in the day when these lawsuits was coming up. They were covering for Shannon Sharpe because they saw Shannon Sharpe as the golden boy, their child. But now ESPN and Fox, they're saying enough is enough, because this is not the first time that Shannon has been doing nefarious things when it comes to women. They realizing this dude really have an issue. I mean, they said it's 24 lawsuits against him and he settled 23 times. And they just wanted to know, is it going to be another one and another one and another one? And it looks like it is, you know? So they have to get him out of here. Let me look in the comment section. Let's get the likes up, you guys. Y'all know we compete against all these other people talking about Shannon. All right. So don't y'all want us to win? Okay. So celebrity Scandalous donated $5. Thank you, baby. Gigi, did you hear that one ex went to prison for 3 years to trying to unalive her ex-husband? Yeah. Shout out to Potter. Potter, shout out to you, brother. Okay, I hope I said the name right. But yeah, celebrity scandalous, that is Michelle. And I told everybody this. And you guys remember what I told you, that Michelle, they accused her of trying to unalive her husband to be with Shannon Sharpe. Do you guys remember me telling you guys that earlier today in this video? If you guys remember me stating that, please press 5. If you don't remember or you were not here, press 7 at the beginning. If you were not here at the beginning, press 7. Because I did say that. I don't want you guys to think that I'm just taking one side. I'm telling y'all everything. And I told them, if this is true, that if she was stalking Shannon in this relationship and if she was unaliving her husband to get with Shannon, first, it still shows poor character on Shannon Sharpe. Why are you with a woman that's married? Like, he has a sick fetish. You as a man, and you are at this certain state of your life, you should be more protective over who you invite in your bedroom and who you invite in your life. And I said, well, it seems like he has an issue being with a woman of high values and high morals. And I asked him, I said, do you think Shannon Sharpe could be with a woman of high morals? And most people said no, because he's so into nefarious things. So that's why he goes into the dark, getting with women that's already married, doing all these nefarious things, playing all these nefarious role acts. And Disney is not going to stand behind a man that's into this race play and into a lot of nefarious things. His morals are at question. He does a lot of gross things, and we don't even know the half of it. This is just a little bit. And one of the girls came out and she said, it's so much more that you guys don't even know about that might come out. Okay. So, and I was telling them Fox News and Disney, they saw Shannon Sharpe as their baby. And they were very protective in the past when all these lawsuits was coming apart. But now they are sick and tired of it. Even though Shannon Sharpe makes them a lot of money, but we are moving to a place now where we're trying to get more morally correct, with common sense, and people just not going to back Disney for backing a man that is in his 50s that preys on 19-year-olds that do race play. And the attorneys, they're trying to twist it around and say, well, you guys know this 19-year-old little girl was the one that wanted to play the race play. If that is true, you are an adult. If that little girl told Shannon to play in traffic, is he going to play in traffic? Press 1. If she told him play in traffic, is he going to do it? I mean, she told him to give her $50 million. He didn't do it. So that means that he has a choice in the matter whether he want to participate or not, especially when it comes to a 19-year-old. And it's just a reason and a way to deflect from his being accountability for participating in that nonsense. You can try to blame it on her. Well, she wanted it. You as a grown man, you as a leader, you continue with it because that's what you wanted to do. No 19-year-old can make you do anything you don't want to do. She done put a pow to your head. You were into it. So let's not act like you were not into it. I think that's what makes it more disgusting, when you want to sit up here and you want to lie and act as if you're not into that. Say, this is what I love to do. I love to humiliate little girls. I get off on humiliating little girls. I love to go dumpster diving for women that are married, that got crazy situations because it's a drive and it turns me on. I like to play in the darkness. I like being on the demonic playground. Won't he just be honest about it? Be honest. I love it in the back door. I love it in my donut. Honey. Oh, all right. Hey, Magic, how you doing?
Gigi, you are too much. I was just choking just for a minute. You said I love playing in the dark.
It's a dark hole. It's a dark hole.
Oh my gosh, you are too much. I can't. Gigi, well, you know what? You make my day. You really do. I can't. I'm like addicted to you.
Thank you. What
You
are
are too much for TV.
oh,
But isn't it funny? Because you know what? I heard other people saying different things, but it really don't matter. Because at this point, you put the perspective out there. And I'm going to tell you, I agree totally. He loved a different side. You can't show one face and then you have a mask on because eventually that mask will fall off. It will fall off. He can't blame anyone but himself because he had helpers. Cat Williams tried to tell him. He said he was scared. He said, look what happened to this one, that's now playing like he's making, this one husband or whatever. But come on. Monique went on there. Monique broke it down. She broke it down like a sister to a brother. She broke it down. And she still had love for him, and he still didn't get it. But guess what now? This
didn't get it, Magic.
Why?
Because I believe that he's in bed with Hollywood and Clyde Davis. I believe that's how he got in those top positions that he was in. So he was already compromised. So I also feel that, how they have you in Hollywood, they pick the ones that's doing all this dark, nefarious things. So when they're ready, they're going to pull the rug underneath you. And that's what possible saying now.
So it's kind of like Simon Says, and then okie dokie. The trick master comes out in the end and like, now you see it, now you don't. We got you. It's another one.
Because it seems like they allowed him to do all this nefarious things. This is not the first time, Magic.
I didn't know.
24 lawsuits against him, and he settled 23 times.
What?
But it's all been quiet, just like Diddy. Diddy had a lot of accusers too, but they all was quiet.
Okay, so it's lining up like I'm seeing like cereal boxes for some reason and their faces on it. So they have R. Kelly, but what about the rest of them? They got Diddy. So now they got him.
Well,
now they got him.
We'll have to see how this plays out, but it looks like it. And they're saying that a lot of people in ESPN, they are celebrating this because Shannon Sharpe has a lot of enemies.
Really?
Yeah, they said Magic. What's his name? What's his name? Shaq don't like him. Matt Barnes don't like him. Matt Barnes was on audio and telling Hollywood or telling somebody that they're looking for videotapes of Shannon Sharpe being with another man, and Shaq is going to pay top dollar. So people around was already looking to put Shannon Sharpe down. He has a lot of people that is after him.
Okay, so most likely he probably was at the Diddy party.
I can see
that's a strong possibility.
I think he felt very uncomfortable when Cat Williams was exposing all those Hollywood people on his couch.
I mean, you're right, but he kept laughing too much. And he's an older man. He's up there, and whether he's having a crisis, a midlife crisis or whatever, it still doesn't take away from the fact that that female in particular was 19 years old. Mm-hmm. So that just makes a raw taste in my mouth. Like I had like sushi somewhere and it was just raw. And I had to just like spit it back out. Like, do you see these bugs crawling around? There's just too many inconsistencies. See, that's another thing. people fail to realize when you are a prominent figure, when you're a social media commentator or whatever you are in this life, you have to align that with your morals. And if you don't, you will fall down the rabbit hole, just like Cat Williams tried to tell him. That's why he's scared of Blanco women, because he's known the history and look at what happened to his colleagues. And he's like, they're not going to get me.
ATL Thick. So you have the 19-year-old, which is the girl that's come, or, you know, the OnlyFans girl. You have Michelle, which is his ex-girlfriend. Then you have the Fox employee. His assistant at Fox a couple of years ago put a lawsuit against him because he put hands on her neck. Fox cleaned it up and they paid her. And Fox said they were just playing around. You know, that's how Fox cleaned it up. But you don't play. Who plays around with a white female assistant and you're putting hands around her neck? Fox was saying it was just playful. They was playing, but you don't play like that at work. And
no one plays like that at work. I don't play like that at work, period. I keep my distance. My colleagues, we keep our distance. It's hands off. There's no, I mean, I don't know. That's not an excuse. There's hands off. There are boundaries, and you have to respect that, because you don't know if this person has someone outside of work. You don't put your hands on anyone when you're on an organization, institution, or company grounds. You have to know that. That's just having a moral compass, which he apparently doesn't have.
He don't have one. And don't forget about Fox reputation. The men that have Fox reputation, they have a horrible history of doing this to women. Even the women that works for them. I don't know if you guys remember Megan Kelly's situation with Fox. It happens so much with these men. And these men, they don't see an issue with this, you know? So they feel like they're demigods. They can flirt with you. And when you reject them, they get a little bit more handsy. And they feel some type of way if you do not accept their passes. It's almost like you hear the stories when you're at the grocery store and a brother trying to holler at you and you like, no, thank you. And then he call you all types of B's and stuff like that. I mean, but these men, they have that same natural energy to disrespect you, but it's on a whole different level, you know? And then you have to constantly work with them. So they're constantly preying on you. And Shannon, he likes to chase. He likes the hunt game. He likes doing all that nefarious things. It excites him if you say no. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's scary, because I'm on a lower level of the spectrum, although I am, I don't want to toot my horn, but I'm very attractive. And I've gotten that, happen to me on the streets with just random strangers. I don't know these people. I literally had something happen to me on a train last week, Friday. This guy he was in a rant and he just focused on me when I walked on the train and just sat down. And he just directed all of his taunts like he knew me. He assumed I was a female that didn't like him. And he said, it's the system that's holding the black man against the black woman. And I'm like, dude, you don't see this ring on my finger? Are you kidding me? So I could just imagine on another level with these females and these men that are in power, they have nowhere to go to because everything is interconnected. Not only with them, with these high prime, with the law enforcement, with these entertainment labels, these companies, these entities. It's a whole enterprise. Who can you fight? Lawyer.
Didn't your president say he's going to grab him by the what? Let that sink in. Let that sink in.
Pink. Yep.
Yikes. Okay.
Well, we're going to have to go on disability. We're going to have to go on disability. Well, if that's how they're doing it, we're going to have to go on disability, because in the process of me trying to get from point A to point B, I was assaulted, whether it was S or whatever you want to call it. Now I'm disabled. Please give me my Social Security at an early age, and I'm tapping out. I'm not working again. ever.
Well, I think they're trying to cancel that Social Security out too. So it's just going to be hard times. But I want to go back to some notes. So stay right here, Magic. Michelle Evans sued Shannon Sharpe for defamation, slander, and emotional distress, claiming he tried to discredit her after she accused him of forced intimacy in 2010. The lawsuit alleges horrifying details. Michelle claimed Shannon, essayed her non-consensually in the throat, okay, gave that throat action. Later on, full relation despite her protests, okay? So after the throat, he did the full throttle after she said no. But like I said, Shannon Sharpe, when you tell him no, it turns him on. Okay, he likes to be denied, and he understands it, but he just want to do what he want to do. That's the darkness that he's into. Okay, and if somebody said these women want it, if the women want it, then why they suing? They're not with that. Okay, and I don't care what game y'all playing. If someone says no, then you stop. What point don't you understand? If somebody says no, game or not, stop. What's so hard to stop? What's so hard to get with somebody that want to play on that same time that's not going to say no? Okay, all right. Michelle says Shannon Sharpe threatened her, promising to use his connections because he's connected with Fox. He connects it with Disney. They got big people up there. They connected with the police. They connected with lawyers and everything. They got money. He said he would destroy her. And we have seen the text messages of Shannon Sharpe with that 19-year-old saying that I would destroy you. No man will want you. So this is his language. This is him telling people he would destroy them. He often will say that. What do you think about the connection between he's always telling people or threatening women he will destroy them? What are your thoughts about that, Magic?
Threats are very serious. And if you threaten somebody, I'm taking that personal, and I will do everything I have to do to get to the next level and get to that person that's going to protect me against you. Mm-hmm. A threat is a threat is a threat. And some people are from the streets. Some people are from certain areas. And even if you're not from the streets or raised in an environment that is essential for your growth and you've never experienced anything that's trauma detrimental, you have your human instincts. So a threat is going to trigger a trauma experience. It's going to trigger something in your biological body that's going to tell you, you know what? Now I need to go to point A or point B to execute this, to eliminate this threat so that I can protect myself. So with him threatening or all these threats, all he's doing is piling up more evidence against him. And you know what? Diddy might have a roommate.
Definitely. Michelle claims that Shannon falsely accused her of stalking and harassment in court filing and air comments on a show. All right. So Shannon is going around saying that she is stalking him. And she said that's false. Okay. That is something that the lawyer is speaking out about today, to combat. But Michelle said it's false. So you have two people saying each story is false. So they just have to take this to court. New allegations surfaced today. Two sources claim that Shannon Sharpe allegedly put hands around a girl's neck and a female production assistant. Remember, I was telling you guys that lady at Fox News, that was his assistant. This is what's going on. The new allegations surfaced today. Shannon Sharpe allegedly choked a female production assistant at Undisputed, resulting in a secret $700 settlement. So he paid this girl nearly $1 million to keep quiet. And he told the public that she just dropped it, which was a lie. She never dropped it, you guys. They gave her some money to be quiet. But that goes to show you, Magic, that he is a liar. He's not transparent. He does not keep it real. And I knew he didn't keep it real because when he showed the text messages, he didn't show the full text messages of his replies. And the text messages that he put, they were like years apart, months apart. Show us the everything, what you said too. But he's only doing bits and pieces. I cannot trust you. What are your thoughts, Magic?
My thoughts is that I'm getting the vibes of a dirty scoundrel. I'm getting the vibes of a sinister, diabolical predator. I am getting the vibes of somebody that has a fetish that he tries to hide and he's exposed. And I am so happy that all of the women who went underground and did what they needed to do to expose him by recording, taping sessions and having his voice heard so we could hear it in real time today in this present. He cannot deny that. He is a monster. He is a beast, a sexual beast. He appears to be the type of demonic entity that could enter your room at night and sexually assault, essay when you say no. When you say no. So it's sad. I feel sad for his family. I feel sad for the children and for innocent victims that are attached to him. But as far as these women, they need justice. And if you have up to 24 accusations and allegations and all of these things against you, sir, if it walks like a duck and quack like a duck, Shannon, you're the big head duck. Eat it.
Uh-huh. What the hell is that? Okay. Shit popping up on the screen. Okay, so yeah. And he want to be the big bad wolf, the big bad black man. Now, Boss says only fight a civil law claim in Shannon, so they want money. Well, you know what, Boss Dog? They want money, right? Did Shannon know that this girl was about money? If you're only fan page girl, ain't you about that money, Boss Dog? If I'm a prostitute, ain't I'm about that money, honey? Come on, get some honey. Give me that money. Give me that money. So it's going right into what she does. She want that money. So therefore, why would you get in bed with a girl that's all about that money? Why would you play games and try to cheat and take advantage of these girls that's about that money? Oftentimes, prostitutes will tell you that these clients will try to pull a fast one on them. They will try to get that honey without paying. They will try to take advantage. Go ask the working girls how many times they've been SA'd. It's a lot of times, okay? So, honey, hey, she is playing the long game. She's getting that money as she should. And he messed up. He should not have been playing those games. People say he's targeted. Well, he should not set his up to be an easy target. That's on him. He has to be accountable for a 56-year-old man. Okay? Now, what else y'all saying? We'll let the Cassie case charges could follow up. I'm not sure. You coming up here, celebrity? What else? When Tasha K, going to drop the interview? Well, you can go pay for it on her channel. I don't know when she's going to drop it. Boss Dog said if she was actually SA'd, shouldn't he be in jail? How many times have people been SA'd and they're not in jail? I mean, that's the right thing to do, but oftentimes people are not doing the right thing. So no, not necessarily, Boss Dog. It's a lot of people out here that SA'd that's not in jail. How many of y'all been SA'd? Is the person that SA'd y'all, is he in jail? Is the person that abused y'all, is he in jail? Huh? Okay. And not just paying her off. Yeah, she lying. Well, that is your theory. You feel like just because she don't want him to do no jail time, then she lying about that. I think that's bull crap. And that's just your belief. Okay. So moving on here, the timing couldn't be worse for Shannon Sharpe, y'all, who is already under fire from multiple lawsuits, public backlash over the 19-20-year-old accuser exposing horrible text messages and audio. Public perception is crumbling fast, with more victims allegedly prepared to come forward, and Shannon media alliances is starting to distance themselves. Stephen Smith distanced himself. You know, a lot of people behind the scenes, they're distancing themselves from Shannon Sharpe because they don't want their daughters around that man. Magic, would you want your daughter around Shannon Sharpe?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's a disgrace, you know, because at the end of the day, he allowed. I heard one of the podcasts he was on, and he was saying, "Oh, they're talking about I need to date my age, but I'm dating my pay grade." No, you weren't, because this is an OnlyFans chick, and if she was able to finesse you, I'm saying to myself, what am I doing wrong in my line of work? I could have, but then again, it wouldn't work for me because he don't like African American women. He don't want us. He wants us nobody. So go with them, because guess what? You will never learn from the beginning of time. You were sent messengers and you still didn't get it. You still didn't listen. How is this 56 something man year old playing like he's, you know, a youngin in his 20s, 25? I wouldn't want any of my family members that are in their teens, 19, 18, 20s, 17, dating a man that's about to like tip the bucket in his senior. So he got one leg in a nursing home and one leg out. Seriously, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you lifting weights, you doing whatever you're doing, but guess what? Who want to wake up in the morning and look at that? Because if I'm sorry, I wouldn't want to wake up in the morning and look at that. That's not an embracing type of and then his mouth and so loud and so aggressive. He's like a black alligator if it were to be a man. And I'm not trying to throw us off into anything else, but what I'm saying, Gigi, is that this man knew what he was doing. And he targeted these women, and I distinctively heard when she said in the call that she had, when she says, "I don't want to do that." She never wanted to do that, but he did that to her, and she didn't want to go along with it, and he started trying to play mind games with her, and she says, "No, why are you doing this to me? Why are you?" And of course, these women, they're powerless. They're afraid. They don't have anyone to back them in this industry. So all she could do is like curl up like a little cat, a calm cat, and be scared and say, "You know what? But I'm glad that she had the capabilities of thinking outside the box to record, because if she did not have that sixth sense, she would just be washed away, washed up, and we would have never been able to hear this story." So I salute her, Gigi. I salute her.
She used her brain and she recorded because nobody would believe her. Hell, we heard the audio and they still not believing her. And they believe her, but they don't want to believe her because they are Shannon Sharpe in the story. Now, Daryl says, well, he was paying her money. How is he wrong? Let me tell you, Daryl, if you're paying me, okay? But I said, listen, Daryl, you put that Jimmy on, and I'm only doing it in the front. We're not going back there. We're not doing that. And you say, okay. Then we get into action and you snatch it off and you proceed to go in the donut. I'm crying. And you just keep going and going and going and going. Going and going and going and going. And I'm saying no. And I'm crying. And I'm saying no. And you loving it because it turned you on, Daryl. And you walk out. That's a crime. Do you not get that? Do you not get that? Hell, even if earlier we was in the bed doing it. If I tell you, put that thing on and you take it off, and I say no and you proceed, that is a crime. And I guess you guys don't understand that. Do y'all press 1 if you understand that? Press 4 if you don't get it. Comment, let me know. Okay, we got Celebrity Scandalous. How you doing?
Hey, baby. Hey, Magic. How you doing? So I wanted to say a couple things. Somebody was saying, don't get mad at him because he could pull a 20-year-old. He didn't really pull anything. He was paying. So it's not like these women, like he was saying, if you look at his interview, he was talking to, I think Monique, where he was talking about he wanted get what he weigh in his money or whatever. But he was saying, I like who likes me. They don't necessarily like you, Shannon. You paying like a lot of men.
None of them likes him. Who would likes Shannon Sharpe? Come on, nobody likes him. That's why he had to pay $25,000 for each cheek. You know, somebody that care about you and like you, Scandalous, they're not going to be that perverted with those text messages. It was no love there. It was nothing. And this is what Shannon likes. He likes dark stuff.
Quick question, Gigi. What does that mean? Because I read that and hey, hi celebrities. Hi, how are
Hey.
you? What does that mean? Because I didn't understand when she said 25K for each cheek. What does that mean for each cheek?
I'm assuming pay her $50,000.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure. A Celebrity Scandalous, I'm gonna pass the hot pocket to you.
Yeah, I feel like when she said 25 for each cheek, meaning she want $50,000. Period. Yeah, I mean, she was just trying to
But
make it
you
a
said for each cheek, but what does that mean? I thought she meant maybe for the front and the back. Because for each cheek, you have your cheeks are in the back. So that's
right.
what confused me. So I'm like, for each cheek, that means if he gonna go in the back to the right, and that's 25K, and then go in the back to the left. I'm sorry, I just don't know.
Them is some expensive cheeks. I know that.
But
And
another thing somebody said in the chat, they said, well, these chicks just want a bag. How come they not pressing criminal charges? And I was saying, just like in the Cassie case, once they press charges like this or they file a civil suit, it could turn into a criminal case. He is not out of the woods yet. This could become a criminal matter.
yes, it could. And he has reputation with all these girls that are coming forward on him. Now, Celebrity Scandalous, if you are at a family gathering or a business gathering with family and you have a 17, 16-year-old daughter, would you trust them around Shannon Sharpe?
Hell no. Absolutely not. I mean, that's just that when you look at him talk to her, you hear, I mean, when you heard the phone call and you see her picture, that's like a parent talking to their child. There, I don't even see the romanticism in that. It just looked like,
Freaky. It was gross. It was
yeah.
nasty. Did that audio turn y'all on? It was nothing about it that was turn on. It was very scary. It was creepy. It was just awful.
He didn't seem like a real man to me. I'm just gonna say, like, he did not seem like a mature man. This is like most men, you know how they say level up or get you a high value man? A high value man wouldn't be doing that. That's a damn near a kid. Mentally, she even looks like a child. It's like she's barely legal. What were you thinking?
And the conversation they had, it was childlike how she responded. She didn't respond like a grown woman.
I know. Well, you could tell he must don't have no damn self-esteem. And you know, remember when he was saying he wanted to get with Nicole Murphy because he had a crush on her for years. Nicole Murphy probably wasn't gonna put up with all his shenanigans talking about you can't poop in front of him, you can't use the bathroom at his house, you can't spend the night. Nicole is like, I'm high maintenance ninja. I ain't got time for that. So the mature women in Hollywood or you know, the high maintenance women, they not putting up with that nonsense. I'm sorry. Even if he paying. I feel like they like it's too many. They in a certain circle. So he went out and got this little green little girl, and she finessed him. Somebody probably was in her ear. She's an OnlyFans model. They probably said, "Oh, girl, hook it up, do this, do that, record this, and use it against him."
And this is just what he's into. I don't think she's the only one that he's doing this with. I think he goes after these young girls. I think it's his fantasy. They were trying to paint it as, this is what she's into. If this is what she into, then why is he participating in a Celebrity Scandalous?
I mean, that
he's running away from this. If you're into this type of weirdness, don't you think you need to step away?
I would think so, but you know, some people get so deep into it. That's his preference. That's what turns him on. That's
Well,
what gets him out.
I'm saying celebrity scandal, he is accountable. It's just like celebrity scandal. If I got with a man and he like it turned me on when I punch a hole in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Turn me on. I done pop so many girls in my past. I love to make your teeth fall out. Now, celebrity scandalous, I'm about to run to the motherfucker for that bitch. What? Hell no. Hell no. I don't give a damn how fine he is. I don't give a damn how much money he gonna spend on me. I'm not about to be around that individual that's popping and he just love to do it. Are y'all? Press 1 if you're gonna be around that type of man. Press 7 if you're gonna run to the border. So Shannon Sharpe, he engages with this type of energy because this is what he likes. He has to be accountable of that at his grown big age. Okay. Hell no. Would y'all?
You're absolutely right, Gigi. And what I can say is that one of the woman that just came out now, she's 22. She was 19 when they got together. She did state that she told him to wear protection. He said no. However, he goes both ways. So that's why I had concerns, because we don't know if he's carrying anything with him, and he could have passed it on to her, unfortunately. But then sometimes when you're engaging in these activities, you don't find out later on that, you know, you got something. So, you know, there's other things that's not even, you know, out as of yet. Did she get any, you know, anything passed on from him? So that we have to think about that as well.
If you're a man, okay, and you're a high profile man, Magic, wouldn't you want to use a protection with an OnlyFans girl?
Not if you were this dude. No, because you have such a big head. You think that you have all the answers. So no, he really thought he had all the answers in his big head. So
you
no.
Can still catch something with all your big head. Can't you still catch something? I mean,
no, because his pants were tight. His glasses were all, you know, stuck to his face, and he had a square box head, and he had a poked out chest. And they said, we're gonna get this because this is the King Kong in 2025. So I'm telling you, they already had it planned out. He is going to be the King Kong for 2025. They did not rescue the Caucasian woman, but he buried her. So they're going to take care of him. So we're going to see a new movie coming out soon with his face on it, pinned to the screen. And they're going to go after him and get him because he took out Becky.
But Gigi, usually what happens in these kind of relationships, if you kind of follow them, a lot of times these men, they make agreements with these girls like, I'm gonna be the only one. She was an OnlyFans, so OnlyFans is online. That's whatever, video or photos. So, and because of the intimidation, he probably was like, this is the only big peen you gonna be getting, you know. And she probably was like, oh yeah, I agree with you. I would want to use a condom, but sometimes these men be so deep in these girls' heads and they're paying, so they agree, huh?
A flag on a play, celebrity. Listen, okay, I hear what you're saying, but if I'm Shannon Sharpe, celebrity scandalous, she's the only fan. She's 19. 19-year-olds only fan. They can't sit their ass down. They a hot pocket. Hell, if it's another man that's coming for some money, they're gonna do that for that money.
But you act like this man is playing with a full deck.
Let's act like this girl is not a girl with high values and morals that's going to be faithful and that's sacred. So anybody that is going to, you know, trust in an OnlyFans person to be faithful, you have to be out your mind. And he's 56 years old. He is too old, okay? To play around and want to risk it all. Now, if he gonna risk it all, maybe he, you know what I mean? Maybe he got that Magic Johnson. I don't know, and he don't give a damn. I don't know, but
well, hell, he did risk it all. And you talking about these OnlyFans girls don't have high moral values. He don't either.
He does.
We see what kind of values he have. He talking about putting his fingers around people's necks and all the mess he was talking. His values ain't very high either. And the fact that he would even mess with a woman who looked like she was in high school. Come on now, Gigi. You think this man thinking with his right mind? He thinking with one piece of meat, girl. Come on now.
But remember, they were engaging in a conversation. Sorry, Gigi, and she did mention to him in a real, type of sensual, seduction way that I'm gonna wear the collar, and I want you to do this, and then I want you to put that big black baby up in May. God, Gigi, take it away.
Ooh,
Yeah, she wanted that baby gravy, remember?
Well, I believe those text messages, to me, it seems like she was playing into his fantasy. And it seems like this is what he wants her to participate in, and he's paying her for this. This relationship is very awkward. And do she really want his baby? If she had his baby, what's the benefit for her to get child support?
Yes.
Do you really think that he wants to get a girl pregnant? I mean, after all, he don't even want to do it in the front door. He prefers the back. So I mean, do you think he wanted to get her pregnant?
No, they said, wasn't that one of the things in the complaint was that she wanted to get pregnant and he didn't want to get her pregnant? Wasn't that one of the issues?
So why didn't he run then? It was so many flags.
Gigi, you keep acting like this man has some common sense.
Well, we need to act like something. Magic. If you were dealing with an OnlyFans girl and you didn't want to get her pregnant and she kept on talking about she want to have your baby, do you think that's a red flag for you to go?
It is a red flag, and I would have dropped it right then. I would have dropped it the minute it was mentioned, because if I was a man in business or even a woman in business, because sometimes women, they like that action. I get it. I understand. But if I'm telling you that I'm going right and you're telling me you're going left and you want to take me down the yellow brick road, goodbye. Mm-hmm. You don't got to leave, but I got to go right now.
I would think that you're trying to set me up. I would think you're going to be poking holes in them condoms. But then he don't like to use condoms. But then again, he going in the back door. So, man, I mean, this is a weird situation all the way around.
I know. I mean, I kind of agree with you. Like, if you don't want to get her pregnant, but then we hear you going up in her raw, what were you thinking, sir? I mean, this man is crazy.
Yeah. But I guess he don't want to do the front. He wanted to do the back.
What? Oh, yeah. Good point. Good point. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
get pregnant in that back.
No, but that's leading me to another scenario. Maybe he really didn't want her all together. He wanted to bring in a baby boy, but he just used her for that, and that's why he was angry, because he was trying to cover the fact that he really wanted the opposite with the same sex.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what they've been saying.
I'm getting those vibes.
But yeah, that's what they keep saying.
I mean, did she give men energy?
I don't know.
Well, they said she ain't got no hips.
She doesn't really look feminine. She doesn't look really like a female. She looks like she could be either or.
They said she built like a rectangle, so I don't know. She flat. She ain't got a big chest. She got her thighs are very muscular, so that's what they're saying. Some men are saying she looked kind of hard.
She looks in between. You can't tell if she's yeah.
Like, okay, so one of those white little boys.
A lady boy, I guess.
She looks like a transformer, because I don't see the feminine side, like a female side, and I do see a type of, it could be something in the middle. I'm sorry, like Gigi is beautiful. I see her as something like just concocted in a lab. I'm not even gonna front. We got a lab rat right there. It doesn't look, I can't tell what it is. It's an identifiable object. I can't tell what it is. But for whatever it is, he's into that.
Got it. So I want to switch gears just a little bit about Diddy rejected his plea deal. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but it has backfired on him. The judge ruled that infamous video of him attacking Cassie will be used as evidence in the trial. What are your thoughts about that, Magic and Celebrity?
Oh, I heard that earlier today when I was on my lunch break, and I can tell you this, I am so happy, because let me tell you something. Memory has a way of coming back and forth, and I remember back in the days when we didn't have social media, we had those magazines, right? And I do remember seeing those magazines. It was celebrity magazines, and they would have it. And I did see that when they took pictures of her coming out of these hotels, she was off to the side. He was like down, like in front of the hotel, and she was like on the corner trying to get out of there. She had a busted lip. She was crying. So now I'm rewinding, remembering they would have the People magazine, the Star magazines. Before there was the social media, we had our own social media, but it was in these magazines. You will find in CVS, Rite Aid, and all this, and they'll be telling all these celebrity gossip. That's how it really started. Okay. So I do remember seeing these things, but now they're saying that that video that we saw Cassie running, it was a part of a freak off as she was running. That's why he had the towel on, because somebody was in there. And they said the person that was in there is a star witness to testify that she was trying to escape the freak off. And that's why he had the towel, because he caught her.
Shut up. I ain't never heard that. What?
Baby, I heard that today. I heard that today online on social media, baby.
Ooh, running from a freak off. Go ahead, celebrity.
Yeah, no, she's right. They've been saying that though for a while. That's one of the reasons they wanted to get that video to not be shown, because if they can prove that it was a freak off, that's part of your trafficking. But if they are able to say, no, that was just, they're trying to say that it was just a domestic situation, that it wasn't part of the freak off. So yeah, she's right about that. But I think Diddy is so delusional. Remember when a black attorney quit, Anthony Rico? I believe he was advising Diddy that you're throwing away your money. Your best bet is to take a plea deal. He is not going to beat these charges. I mean, he has like top prominent attorneys working with him, but he's going to be charged with something. The best that they're going to be able to do is to get some of those charges reduced, but he's still going to do time, just like R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, Epstein. He is not going to be able to mount this. He's delusional.
Well, also, it's a male hotel worker, and he alleged he saw the assault, so they have an eyewitness, that's a male, and he will be testifying against Diddy. Okay. So that is very crazy too. They also says the government claims that Diddy paid $100,000 to try to make the original video disappear. A cover-up attempt that is now being used against him. What are your thoughts about that?
I mean, none of this is new information. A lot of these things were talked about at the beginning, but it just goes to show that for years he's been doing this. Again, like I said, I don't think he's going to be able to make any of this go away. He should have took the plea deal, because they're going to be able to use all of this evidence against him. He's not getting out. What you think, Magic? I mean, he's cooked.
I think that I'm going to go back a little bit further. I think that art imitates life, and I'm going to blow both of your minds right now. I'm going to do it, and this is the right time. I was in a movie back in the early, into the 2000s, around that era. The movie was called Carlito's Way, Rise to Power. Sean Puff Daddy Combs and I were in the same movie. It filmed in New York City, Lower Manhattan, like Lower East Side in the Village. And on set, he seemed normal and everything. He even came through to give us some tips. Marion Van Peebles was there. It was beautiful. I actually got into that scene because of Marion Van Peebles. And just long story short, we were in that movie together. You could Google it. You could pull it up. I'm in there. You will see me in there, Gigi. Sean Duffy goes, and I know I never told you this, Gigi, but yes, him and I were we were in a movie together. We saw each other. We were on the same set. But however, when he came out and he was walking around like on break, he had bodyguards around him. And when I walked past him, I felt something dark. And I kept it to myself. I was like, and he was looking down, and he never made eye contact off, like outside of the set. But I did feel that dark presence. So I'm just going to put that there. I felt it.
Well,
because
sorry to cut you off. I want to continue with the notes. Also, I don't know if you guys remember here, the audience, that Diddy made Cassie get these breast implants. And I've heard Shannon Sharpe wanted to get that girl breast implants as well. And they said Diddy, the next day, I guess he didn't like them, and he ripped it out. So they're going to use that in the court as well. And the doctor that's performed it, guess what? He
He's
passed.
gone.
So a lot of people feel like that is Diddy again, cleaning up people that can go against him and taking them out of there. You know?
Okay, can I just drop something with you, Gigi, and it's gonna blow your mind because nobody has. I haven't heard anybody mention this. Gigi, I'm gonna drop something right now. I promise you, nobody has mentioned this. Okay, remember Making the Band? Do you remember that?
I remember. Go ahead.
Okay, so there was a female on there that she was talking mad smack about him, and she was from out of state. I forget where she was from, whether it was Virginia, someplace, whatever. It was a dark-skinned female, and I remember distinctively. She was talking mad stuff. He kicked her off the show, but before he kicked her off, she got a call from where she was from, and her sister body ended up in a dumpster, dismantled. Nobody talked about that because people forgot that. But I never forgot that. And she was crying and she had to leave. But she was one of the chicks on the show and that happened. So now I'm looking back and I'm saying, what?
All right. Hold on. I want to shift gears too. Megan Thee Stallion released a new single. Did you guys know that? I saw the video.
Yeah, I heard it.
Many fans believe that Megan is throwing shots at Cardi B. Can you believe it? I mean, man, aren't y'all just gonna get along? Y'all just fight each other. Why don't you just go your separate ways? It says here, some listeners are speculating the shade could be towards Nicki Minaj, but the majority feel like it's aimed at Cardi B. Listeners the lyrics is about loyalty and betrayal, sparked rumors. The fans connecting the dots between Megan, Cardi B, and I guess Partisan Fontaine. Partisan Fontaine, I guess he's Cardi B ghostwriter, but at the same time he was dating Megan Thee Stallion. That shit didn't work. All right, so Megan video allegedly hint at a party with visuals featuring an 8-ball, a nod to the party's signature 8, tattoos, and social media branding. I'm not sure about that. Celebrity Scandalous, do you know anything about the 8-ball?
I don't. I did see the video, but I was like, what the hell is this? I didn't catch it.
Okay. Do anybody in the comment section, do you guys know about the 8-ball and all that in her video, what it signifies? All right, fans on Twitter are dragging each other. Okay, Cardi B and Megan fan base are arguing over whether Megan is jealous or is justified. Some fans accuse Megan of being competitive towards Cardi B and claims Megan writing has gotten boring. Okay, the 8-ball emoji deepens the theory, suggesting Megan is upset that Cardi remains friends with Party after Meg's alleged fallout with him. So they're saying that Cardi B is still cool with the ghostwriter, and Megan Thee Stallion feels some type of way. Megan Thee Stallion, if you don't sit your ass down, you got too many enemies already, girl. Okay. Cardi B need that damn ghostwriter for her songs. Are you gonna write a hit for her? No, you're not. Cardi B. I mean, damn, Megan, I got y'all names fucked up. Megan Thee Stallion, go sit down. Okay, go sit down. Stop trying to start shit with people. You know, you should just make your music go on. I mean, you're already in too much controversial, Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion, sit down. What do y'all think? Do you guys think Megan Thee Stallion should sit down, audience, or what?
So, I mean, well, no, because look at we talking about it. So controversy sells, but I don't know why she would be mad at Partisan and Cardi's friendship, because she wasn't, as far as I know, we've seen them in videos together, but none of these industry girls are really friends. They are all competitors. So why would she be mad that Partisan, he's been writing for her for years, and her and him ain't been together in a couple years since they broke up. I think he got a whole new girlfriend. He may even be engaged. So, but I mean, controversy sells. So why not? I mean, she had it in with Nicki.
Yes, controversial sale, but Megan Thee Stallion, you have too many controversial and it's a bad reputation on your name. I feel like if you're so talented, you don't need all this controversial. I'm not a big believer in the more controversial, the better you are. I think it causes a lot of drama and it's a lot of heat. And she's always crying about something and she want to play the victim like this is they attacking me, they're doing this. Well, stop doing shit. And people and these bloggers won't stop talking about you. I mean, she's suing a blogger right now. But she constantly do stuff to have people talk about her. Which one is it? Do you want to be talked about or you don't want to be talked about?
All I gotta say is free Tory Lanez. And another thing too, she has like a goofy laugh. And I've never been a fan of her. She has a goofy laugh. Her nose goes up. Like it just looks weird. And then her teeth comes out. Like almost she reminds me of like a zebra when it laughs. Because that's what I see. I'm sorry. I don't know what anybody see, but I've never been a fan of hers. And I'm just saying at the end of the day, sweetheart, nobody's interested with you. And Cardi's still doing whatever she's doing. She's making people do whatever. She's out there on tour. But sweetheart, she's washed up. And why you not on? My question to her is, why didn't Beyonce put you on her tour?
Well, hold on. Shout out to Make It Make Sense. Love you so much. Make it make sense. When we gonna hang out? I've been trying to be his friend, y'all, for I don't know how long. Okay. But he's an amazing YouTuber. Now he says, now Gigi, you are controversial and I'm controversial too. You know what? I don't see myself as controversial, honestly. You know, I just ask the questions, but I don't see myself as controversial. I think I have moments where I was. But I don't know. Do you guys think I'm controversial?
I don't.
Gigi, I think you not Gigi. Can't nobody, like, honestly, you were in your own lane, and I'm just telling you, just as a fan forever until I actually got to speak to you. And then it was just like, yo, we just like we became like magnets. And I'm like, the majority of people that talk to me talk about you in these YouTube streets, and you have a niche. Like, can't nobody, like, you are out of this world. You're funny, creative. You switch up stylish, you bring us the stuff, and then you ask us, what do we want to hear? How do you want to hear? Ain't no match. I'm sorry. There's no.
Says, I love Megan and so do millions of other people. Okay, I understand that, but why is she taking shots at Cardi B, knowing Cardi B has a huge army? It sounds like you want people to talk about you because you know how this is going to play out. And I just feel like if you have really good talent, you know, focus on your craft and just stop, you know, doing stuff so people can talk shit about you. I mean, I could be controversial. Okay, how would it look if I wanted to be controversial? Okay, if I wanted to be controversial, I would do more topics about that LGBT shit. Okay, I'll be up here shaking my ass. Okay. I'll be a mess, bitch. Okay. I have my 40. I come up here with a 40, y'all. I have my 40 and I have a cigarette. I get into it with Tokyo Tonio. I start beefing with motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Gigi, stop. Gigi, don't do this. Don't do it. Don't do it. You said something, but Gigi,
controversial. You know what I mean? Anybody,
you are showing off tonight.
Anybody that thought about saying my name, I'm clapping back at your ass. You know what I mean? That's my idea of being controversial. You know what I mean? I'm going on every platform, Instagram, Twitter, and I'm calling you out, okay? Because you mentioned my name, okay? And I'm going to have my 40, some skins, and a cigarette. Then I'm gonna put my motherfucking shades on. Okay?
Wishful thinking, because Gigi do not drink and Gigi do not smoke, so that's wishful thinking.
I'm gonna be bopping. Right? Get your head up. What?
What?
Oh shit.
But like we were saying, Gigi, controversy does sell. Look at how much publicity the Drake and Kendrick Lamar, that whole beef got. That's part of hip hop was started by that, with people kind of debate, battle rapping, or not really battle rapping, but going back and forth. So that is part of the genre of rap. So I don't see what's wrong with it.
I just don't like it. It's not my taste. But just like celebrity, if I came up here and started shaking my butt and I started beefing with all these YouTubers, that would draw a lot of attention. You know what I'm saying?
And some people do that though.
But they do. But I don't do it because I don't think it's worth it. And it's all attention is not worth it, you know? And I feel like it takes it's a distraction, and it takes away from your talent and what you come here to do. And I think it does you no good, no service, because Megan Thee Stallion, she don't have the good reputation of being an excellent rapper. I mean, everything else is about storyline.
But Gigi, that's just one song right now. I mean, she's probably gonna have other songs come out. So maybe this particular song is her going up against somebody. I'm not defending her because I heard the song and it's all starting to sound the same. I don't care about the controversy of it, but you need to change up. Like your flow is not getting kind of stale. Like Nicki had diversity, huh?
It's a girl that came out and she says they stole that song. Then they said it got stolen from Kaya. But I feel like she need to stop with the shenanigans and the controversial and just be in her own lane. Stop trying to be associated with different girls and focus on her. And that's it. And I feel like by her doing this, it does not do her any good. A person that's a diehard Cardi B fan that like both of them, now they feel like they have to choose. And they're not going to F with Megan Thee Stallion because of this bullshit. Why do that? I mean, it's the same with YouTubers. If I beef with a YouTuber, they're going to feel like I have to pick a side, and then they're going to want to F with me because I said something about their favorite YouTuber, and they don't like that shit. You see it all the time. It's not worth it. If you got talent, rely on that. I was listening to this girl named, her name Mellow, Yellow, or whatever. She real hard too, honey. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of other rap girls that people are paying attention to. And I don't think people are paying attention to Megan Thee Stallion that much anymore. And then the views, it speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be podcasting in a minute. Hell.
You're right, Gigi. If you have talent, all you have to do is just get her and do it. I have, and I do things, and even at my workplace, I brought a lot of people out when I got a karaoke machine, and they were hidden talent that was in the building. But you're right. It doesn't take much. If you have talent, you could just multiply. You can multiply your earnings. You can multiply, the flow of people that are saying that they want to basically connect with you. It doesn't take much. It takes dedication, but you have to have talent. So I do agree with you, Gigi. And another thing too is like, some people feel like, okay, yes, I have this name and I was brought in by this nation and they put me on. But guess what? Where are you now? Because nobody's checking for them and they're definitely not checking for you. I would not go to a Megan Stallion concert. But guess what? Cardi B is all hooked up with the reggae industry now. So she's going on tour and she's making all her money and do what she got to do. Cardi's about her money. She said it. She admitted she came from the pole. She admitted it. So it's cool.
All right. Hold on. Luscious. And I also got to say something about you, Magic, what you just said. I don't feel like you have to have talent to be successful in this day and age.
You don't. You don't.
Luscious, whoever, 310, all this energy, and you don't even know for sure she's talking about Cardi B. Well, Luscious, that's not my fault. That's Megan Thee Stallion's fault because she put this out here, alluding to this, knowing what she's causing. Megan Thee Stallion been in this game for too long. She know how it works. She knows she can say something and wordplay on something, and people gonna take it how they want to take it. So she should have made it clear and simple what's going on, so it would be no confusion. But I feel like she intentionally put this in here for confusion, so it can be talked about, so people can go to her music to look at drama versus really going because they love her as an artist and they feel like she's the bomb and she just love it. Okay, that's that on that. What
But
else?
Gigi, don't Cardi B and all of them take shots at each other though? Megan's not the only one. I mean, whoever she's talking about, but don't they all kind of drop little things about I'm the do and the booty is tight and y'all hoes want to look like me? Come on now.
I don't know about all of them, but right now we're talking about Megan Thee Stallion. So we have to hold her accountable. And if all of them is doing it, why she doing it? If all of them gonna play in traffic, Megan gonna play in traffic too. I thought she was so different. So she not different. All she's doing is following what everybody else is doing.
You're right. And my thing is, why didn't Beyonce put her on tour with her?
Scandalous. Let's get controversial.
Megan Thee Stallion should be on tour with Beyonce right now, hands down. She should be on tour. And if she's not, why? I have a question. Why not? Because she's under that record label. She's under their record label. So why isn't she not on tour with them?
I don't know. I don't know that Beyonce. I've been to a Beyonce concert years ago, but
Yeah,
I don't
Megan,
even does she bring rappers on though? But I also know that was it Megan on stage with her at one of her stops before though? Because a lot of times what the celebrities are doing when they go on tour, they bring the people up like in their hometowns or close to the cities. So maybe she is gonna do like a cameo or something.
But we haven't heard of that. And we heard that, Beyonce's heard, Rewind is doing, it's just like interchangeable. It's doing the same thing. Like, what do we want to hear? We already heard the Carter. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I got to keep it real. I was never really a fan because she's been overrated. Can we please bring Aaliyah back? I'm just sorry. It's sad that she was, but at the end of the day, it's like, come on. Let's just keep it real with what it is. Beyonce is not the number one singer on this planet. And it's unfortunate that the record industry are trying their best, and they have tried their best to make people believe that. And I'm like, well, what happened to Sissy from the corner down the block? That woman pipes is stronger. Oh, no, she don't get her because she's overweight or because she's, flock. That's not right. We're all on.
Ray says she's a rapper. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't think that you supposed. I don't know. I guess you guys say in order to rap, you have to throw shots at other females. If that's the case, so can y'all stop acting like you want female unity? Can you guys stop acting like okay, you want all of them to get together? Because if this is true, Stevie Ray says you supposed to take shots at each other. Then, God damn it, you a Zeus Network. I mean, this is the baddies, okay? So let's stop with all this fake propaganda. I want to see these girls together. No. They're supposed to hate on each other and throw shots at each other. Okay. I'm not here for that. I don't care for that. It does not keep me interested. You know what I mean? But that's that on that. Okay. That's that on that. Okay. So make it make sense. Beyonce would never tour with a rapper. Scandalous is right. Megan was allowed to perform with Bey in Houston. All right. And didn't she do with Onika? Didn't she do a stage performance with Onika Beyonce? I believe so because I seen it on TV. Okay. Beyonce is a real deal. Normally that's how they do it. It's very rappers directly call out folks. Well, hell. Well, I don't know what else y'all think. If I was a rapper, if I was a rapper, I wouldn't want to play that game. I don't want to call nobody out, and I don't want nobody calling me out. I want to be in my own lane. So that's just that on that.
So basically, you want to do religious rap then, huh? That's what you would do.
Religious rap, okay. I mean, it's a lot of rap songs out that's not dissing anybody. I mean, I don't be thinking about dissing motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
No, I was just kidding, Gigi. I'm just playing with you.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying that's just not me. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of rappers and rap songs that don't diss other things, other people, right? Hell yeah. Okay. Starships by Nicki Minaj. That ain't a diss.
But Nicki is the one who was calling her big. Wasn't she calling her Bigfoot?
Okay, that's one song.
So that's what I'm saying. That's one song that Megan did. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's probably other songs that are going to come out that's going to be about other things too.
Okay, but Nicki Minaj, her catalog is not all about dissing individuals. The songs
Thank you.
I love, I endorse these strippers. I am Nicki Minaj, and
So you must not listen to Megan, because I've got into Megan through my daughter. All of her songs are not about dissing people. They really are not.
I say it was. I didn't say it was. I'm
What?
just saying, when you go there, it shouldn't have to go there. You can. I feel that Megan Thee Stallion at this time in your life, Meg. Let me talk to you, Meg. You already got so much controversial going on. You already suing YouTubers for talking shit about you. Don't you want to get out the blogs? Ain't you tired yet? Ain't you tired of people talking about you? So why don't you shift the focus? I mean, if you this big individual, and shift it to some good music that 10 years from now we still gonna be listening to. Some really good music. Do you guys really think we're gonna be bumping to this music 10 years from now? Hell no. Give us them. Okay, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Getting so hot, I want to take my clothes off. Okay, that don't got no diss. I mean, it's a lot of songs that don't have this that are good, feel-good songs that you can shift your energy to. That's all I'm saying. I feel like she is too into a lot of drama right now, and it's not working for her. She's been in drama for these past years. And
exactly. I totally agree.
Elevated her. It has more so distracted from her talent and has gone down for her. It has not elevated her. So shift gears. That's all I'm saying. Hell.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And I totally agree, because there's so much that has happened, and there's still clarification that's needed. We're not going to get to the next level or bump the next Megan Thee Stallion if she didn't clear up all of the errors that happened and transition with her trying to promote her music. So all we are going to remember is the music prior to all these allegations, whatever. She needs to up her game. She needs to up her game.
Ray, hold on, man. Stevie Ray says she's an artist, though, Gigi. She's creating music and expressing how she feels. Stevie Ray, this is all she going through. If she's going through this, she need to get some new hobbies in life. Okay. She need to do something with her life so she can have different experience, so she can rap about some good feel. Damn, is her life that sad and miserable? Huh? I mean, but she's always twerking that ass. So, I mean, is it misery with twerking ass? I thought when you twerk that ass, you're supposed to have a good time. You know what I mean? Hey. But, this is what it is. Are y'all having a hot girl summer this summer?
A hot flash summer, more like it, child. Not a hot girl summer.
Yo, Gigi got me out of my seat. I can't. This is out of this way.
And press 1 if y'all having a hot girl summer. Press 5 if that shit canceled. What happened to the hot girl summer? What them hot girls? Okay.
That was what? How many summers ago? Shit.
Yo, Gigi brought it back.
What happened to that? I guess that fizzled out. Boy, I tell you what. Well, that's all I got, folks. Celebrity Scandalous, thank you so much for joining me. Magic, thank you so much. Make It Make Sense, thank you so much. Okay. I'm going to get on out of here. Maybe I'll do some uploads. Maybe I'll come through the night. Who knows?
No, Gigi, don't leave. What am I going to do now tonight? Wait for you to come back again? The hell? Don't go.
Magic, you can watch do a replay. That's what we could do. Do the replays.
All right, I'll watch the replay, but I love Gigi. I love Gigi.
Oh, I love you too. I love you too, Magic. All right, y'all. I know you older. That's what. Yes, I am older. Shit, I'm 65 years old. Hell.
Shit.
What that got to do with anything?
You lying.
Okay, Magic, just go along with me. Damn.
All right, I'm just playing. I'm just playing, but Gigi, I don't want you to go. What am I gonna do for the rest of the night? You got me going. Damn. I hate when you go, Gigi. You bring so much sunlight into my life. You have no idea. So
I love that.
thank you.
That's on Cardi B and Offset. V Goddess donated $2. Thank you. Gigi got a date. Yeah, I got a date with the Lord. Okay. I'm about to go to Bible study. Y'all want to go to Bible study? I don't think so. I gotta go to Bible study. You have to come back tonight, Gigi. Okay, Nick, I'm gonna come back for you. But what we gonna talk about? Shit. Okay. Yeah, right, Gigi. Yes, Bible study. You know, you got to get into the word. All right, should be back at midnight. Yeah, if y'all want me to, I will, but I got to figure out what's some good tea to talk.
But when are you coming back? When are you coming back, Gigi? Because we got to hear you.
12, 15, but I have to figure out what I'm going to talk about. I don't know if I'm going to do another Shannon or I'm going to switch it up.
So talk about the transition that's about to happen when that sky crack. The skies are going to crack. So, hey.
Yeah, that's too scary. Okay.
It's not scary. It's beautiful because we're going to transform.
What?
I don't know, child. All right, I'm going to get out of here for real now. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, shit. DJ, where you at, DJ? Make sure you guys like this video.